So one of the important things to understand about cannabis, CBD, and hemp-derived CBD is they're both working with the cannabinoid system. So cannabis CBD has properties, and hemp CBD has properties. What we don't know for sure is it the CBD that people are getting the positive benefits from, or is it all of the other cannabinoids that are also in hemp? So there's 130 cannabinoids in hemp. One of them is CBD, another one is THC. Very, very low in hemp, as opposed to THC is very low in hemp. And all of the Sawyer Farm and any CBD that you should get has to be 0.3 or lower THC. And that's important because you don't get high off that. Even if you had several bottles, you would not be able to get a high from that. What's also important is, and you see this on the market all the time, is a distillate CBD. So a distillate is basically when they take the hemp and they extract just the CBD. What about all the other 129 cannabinoids that we don't know for sure which ones are actually helping symptom relief? So to me, it makes no sense just to purchase a distillate CBD product. We want the entourage effect of all of the cannabinoids, all of the terpenes. And with our product, as I've shown you, it comes with the lab testing, and the third-party testing will be coming very shortly. But our products are very, very high in terpenes. And terpenes are found in any fruit, limonene. That is what makes things taste like lemon. That's also in hemp and also in cannabis. So Sawyer Farm is a carbon neutral farm, all organic. People ask me all the time, are my cousins Amish? This is my cousin's farm, because they ride horses as a way to, instead of mechanical tractors. And the reason is they don't want to just make their lives more difficult. It's about the soil. So if you have a tractor running through, it pretty much degrades the microorganisms in the soil. So if you take a handful of Sawyer Farm soil, there's going to be 1 billion microorganisms in there. So I like to think of it as the farmer's market CBD oil, because between Lincoln, the farmer at Sawyer Farm, the processor, and myself, there's 3 people that have touched it. Not many groups can say that. You can look at the farm, you can go to the farm. Lincoln will speak to you directly if you have a question about it. This is really a grassroots farmer's market product. They do things the hard way, but it comes out with a much better product. And I think of it as the tomato that you buy at the grocery store versus the tomato that you buy at the farmer's market. The tomato often at the grocery store has zero taste to it, whether that's because the soil has been overused, it's picked too early, whatever it is, it's processed that way for commercial use. The soil that Lincoln uses for the hemp is the same soil he uses for his organic vegetables. Everything is composted from his kitchen table, from his animals, and returned back to the soil. So it is very rich in all of those nutrients, which then produces this amazing CBD. So that is something that for many people, either they don't understand or are perhaps looking for a cheaper product. And cost is always an issue. We don't want to pretend that that's not an issue. But in this situation, and when you're taking things for medicinal purposes, you have to be very, very careful that what you're taking is both tested to make sure that the potency, the dosage is accurate. In many cases in the CBD that has been tested, they found either it's 10 times the amount of CBD that they're saying is in per dose, or there's no CBD actually at all. So with our product, you can actually microdose. So we always say start out slow we're really excited to have this product. We've done a ton of research and tried so many different CBD products for people who either are not interested in becoming part of the MMCC program, are not interested in cannabis-derived CBD, or for many reasons, there people cannot be involved in the program or feel that they can't be involved. But this gives them another alternative. CBD has been shown to be effective with sleep disturbance, anxiety, social anxiety. There's always someone on the other end of the phone to answer any questions, whether it's a medical question or if it's a farming question. We are there to answer the questions.
Okay, well, I have two questions
for you.
Yes,
please.
So, number one, what's the difference between CBD coming from hemp plant and from a cannabis plant?
Mm-hmm.
And then number two, why would somebody buy it from me and not from a doctor?
CBD that is derived from the cannabis plant is going to have a higher THC level because cannabis is grown to have higher THC. And in the current market in Maryland, the cannabis is generally very high THC. The legal limit is 0.3, and this is also an important distinction to make, is that I have seen online CBD products that are 5,000 milligrams or 10,000 milligrams, because even if you take hemp, which is a very low 0.3 or lower amount of THC, the amount of hemp that you need to then get it concentrated down to get to 5,000 milligrams, it's almost impossible that would be a higher than 0.3. So what that means is that those products are being cut. So at that point, if you're looking at a 5,000 milligram or higher CBD milligram hemp-derived product, it's become very diluted. So with Sawyer Farm, what we have is we use a coconut oil, which it's very important when you're taking CBD that you have a fatty oil, because for absorption purposes, you need to have the fat for your body to absorb it. If you don't have that, you're basically wasting the product. It's not going to attach, it's not going to absorb. So we use coconut oil, which is also very stable, so it will last a long time without going bad. Many other products use cheaper oils like sunflower oil or other oils that don't have that fatty component in it. So again, absorption. So we're very aware of cost, and we're also very concerned about quality.
And then question number two was why would somebody buy from me when you could go to a doctor or go to a dispensary? So.
In general, those types of models, whether it's whatever the products are, it's about sales and quantity of sales. There are so many products out there. Even there's products that are hemp seed derived, which you can get for $7, and that's also, unfortunately, there is no CBD in hemp seed oil. So unfortunately, the business has become, especially online, if you don't know what you're ordering and you just want to go with the cheapest product, perhaps you might end up with a hemp seed product that doesn't actually have any medicinal purposes at all. I'm not saying that there aren't some good products out there. I just know that with Sawyer Farm, we are hitting all of the marks in terms of organic farming and lab test. And we will continue to try other strains to see as science develops, and as we find out which one of the 130 cannabinoids is actually producing the effects that people want. And when that happens, as science moves up, then we'll probably have a CBD product for this issue, a CBD product for that one. Right now, we're just being very honest to say that we don't know for sure if it's the CBD or one of the other 129 cannabinoids that's actually creating that beneficial response.